In anime, can enemies turn into lovers? Yes, we're a girl who picks fights with our MC and later falls for him. Where love blossoms from hatred. Now the question is who loses the love battle first and confesses his true feelings, overcoming their feelings of hatred. If you are looking for something like this, here are some of the best anime recommendations. Where enemies become lovers. I would say it's extremely satisfying to watch these types of romance anime. So without any conditional delay, let's begin the countdown. Are you feeling romance anime has become a bit cliche, while other romance series like Fruits Basket or Kaguya-sama have a better storyline? That's why one series that grabbed my attention with one of the strangest setups is love after world domination. A common question that asked countless times, can love blossom between good and evil? RMC Fudo Aikawa is the leader of the Gelato 5, a hero squad striving for world peace. Meanwhile, Dasumi Magahara, aka the Princess of Death, works for Gecko, a secret society striving for world domination. Both are a sworn enemy, but deep down they share a bond hidden from everyone. Secretly, they try to make their hidden relationship work. Overall, the anime is not perfect, but there are a few key moments like a date at a gym, witnessing a picnic during a live battle, and seeing these two go to an amusement park will make every episode a worthy watch. So far 2022 has been kind to us with many killer anime. Like if you still can't get enough of the Forger family, then here is another anime love of kill that caught my eye. It follows the story of Shadow Dankworth, who is a cool female bounty hunter, who eliminates anyone on her client request. During one such mission she meets a mysterious man, RMC, whose real identity is unknown, who easily overpowered her in all aspects and always predicted her next move. Things get interesting when RMC decides to tag along. After all, both should have become sworn enemies with their initial fight, but for some reason MC decided to help Shadow. Turns out the organization she was working for is also looking for this mysterious man, which raises many questions. The main duo's chemistry is the key point of the whole show, and with thriller suspense going around, things started to get much more interesting. Number 8, Darwin's Game, a battle royale anime based on the theme where enemies become lovers. Yeah, you heard it right. We do have rom-com for that. RMC, who one day receives an invitation from a classmate to play Darwin's Game, a mobile game he has never heard of. However, as soon as he opens the application, a green snake suddenly pops out from his phone screen and bites his neck, confirming his participation for the game. Soon RMC realizes the game is not an ordinary one. While playing, RMC witnessed his friend's death in front of him. Later, he meets the cold princess of the game, known as an undefeated player. What happens next is both get into the fight and RMC shows her his overpowered ability, makes her get into the bed. The anime is not up to the level of other dead game anime like Future Diary or B2M. Still, unexpectedly, the show is more thrilling than you have anticipated. Number 7, Our Last Crusade. When Romeo & Juliet gets the anime adaptation in 2050, that's my initial impression when I heard about the anime. Just like Romeo and Juliet, the premise is basically what happens in Our Last Crusade. RMC Iska, the youngest knight of the Empire, a highly mechanized city with a rich technology, who crosses swords with Alice Lise, the princess of nebulous sovereignty nicknamed Ice Calamity Witch by her enemies. For more than a century, these two countries have been at constant war. But what happens when their loyalties are tested as they fall in love with each other? Where both decided to join hands in order to end this age-old war and create a new era where they can live peacefully. I must say the anime has done a great job in terms of animation. Throughout the series, it will make you wish that Iska and Alice would have a happy ending, as they participate in the rise of a new world. Number 6, Kimono's Yume. Can love coexist between anyone, and by that means not just between rivals, but also between different species? The best example of this type of romance is between Toshihiko and Yuka. A race of cannibal monsters called the Shokyujinki exists, and it is the job of the Kifuken, an elite group of beast hunters, who stop them. Among them, RMC Toshihiko is the latest heir of a family, an expert swordsman and son of the Kifuken organization's leader, which puts himself in a very awkward position. At the first sight, he fell in love with a girl named Yuka. However, later he finds out that the girl belongs to a demon clan, but not known to his friends and family. Toshihiko continues his forbidden romance with Yuka. The art is a bit of a unique take, I would say. Like if you have watched the shows like Tatami Galaxy or Ping Pong the Animation, you can feel the fresh take on this anime. Number 5. Boarding School Juliet. Before we get into the details, let me ask you something. Are you a cat person or a dog person? Either way, you're going to love this series. At Dahlia Academy, a prestigious boarding school attended by students from 2 feuding countries. These 2 households have been fighting for ages for the dominance of the school. Here, school members either prefer to be in black dog groups or in white cats. In our case, the story will be focusing on their leader. Juliet is the leader of the white cat and Romeo is the leader of the black dogs. With time and rivalry, both fell in love with each other. But with their position, they were forced to keep their relationship secret from others. Even with all their hustle and bustle, how long can they hide a forbidden relationship? Which makes it even more hilarious to watch. Revenge love stories are a tragic one. When our MC Masamune was a child, there was a girl who always bullied him because he was a fat kid. Still, our MC found to have a crush on Iki Adagaki, one of the wealthiest girls in the school. This is where MC feelings get hurt, when he went his way out and confessed to her. Eventually, our MC got rejected in the worst way possible. The girl not only rejected him but also nicknamed him Pigfoot. Now our MC decided to follow the path of self-improvement. Goes through a personal transformation. His goal is to attract Akian when she confesses to him. Our Masamune-kun will be ready to confront and humiliate the girl who bullied him so many years ago. But will vengeance be as sweet as he imagined? Luckily, the ending is sweet and happy, with not too much drama. Number 3. Psychic Princess. While there are many romantic stories of royal families and intermarriages, joining the crew we have a Chinese saga about the Princess Yunxi whose fate hardly improves when she married the cruel family of Yuming, a prime minister who hatches the scheme to replace his beloved daughter with the twin sister and forced her to live in the mountains, a choice made by a father between his normal and abnormal daughter. That brings calamity in their household. Of course, her new husband wants nothing to do with her, but Yunxi rejoices in her newfound freedom. The story follows a strong female lead who is confident and can be abrasive at times, who has many hidden talents that make you continually interested in her character. But from the male lead, it's just a usual Chinese rude character with no depth. Number 2. Mayu, Archenemy and Hero. The title of the anime screams about it and the premise is quite simple. A demon king who is supposed to slay all the heroes who come to kill her, and the hero named Yusha who found the Demon King castle after a long quest. Turns out in reality the Demon King is Queen, a dark lady who doesn't prefer fighting. Initially the hero planned to kill her, but looking at the consequences that could benefit the both races, he decided to work together. The Demon Queen also seems to have good convincing powers. I mean, just look at her from the plot point of view. Who wants to fight? After all, we all want world peace, right? Now they follow the plan to unite demons and humans, and slowly on the journey their new relationship began to blossom. So if you prefer to watch an anime where protagonists and antagonists fall in love, this one would be a wise choice to make. Throughout the series, you will see these 2 polar opposite enemies fall in love and work to bring their people together. Last on we have Lord Marksman and Venadis. Imagine that you live in a world where the clash of swords is more common than the sound of cars, where each day was a fight for survival. Similarly, in an alternate version of Europe, tensions have escalated into war between the countries and nations ruled by 7 war maidens called the Venadis, one of whom, Eleonora of Volteria, takes place in battle after battle, with the powerful weapon that the Black Dragon has gifted her. To appease the tensions of the war, our MC Tiger Vermud was taken as prisoner by the opposing nation, who later cedes to our female lead. As the story proceeds, he controls other women on the opposing side and all slowly starts to fall for his charm. A show that manages to take actual battle tactics and present them in an interesting manner, with a decent amount of fan service, is more than enough anyone could ask for, from a love-hate rom-com. And that wraps up our list. Did you find anything interesting you came looking for? If you do, then how about you head over to the comments section and let me know your thoughts on it. Thank you guys so much for watching. For more anime recommendations or romance in particular, I made a playlist where you have tons of good rom-com suggestions. And if you enjoy this video, then you can support the channel by dropping a like and subscribe for more. So for the time being, I take my leave and hope to see you again. Adios.